Introduction to chromatography. Chromatography. Chromatography is a modern method used for the separation, purification, and identification of a mixture of substances when they are available in small amounts. This method is very useful when the components of a mixture have almost the same physical and chemical properties and hence cannot be separated by other methods. This method was discovered by Russian botanist M. Sweat in 1906. Chromatography involves two mutually immiscible phases, mobile phase and stationary phase. Mobile phase and stationary phase. Mobile phase, it is a moving phase which can be a liquid or gas. The components to be analyzed are carried by this mobile phase through the stationary phase. Stationary phase, it is a fixed phase. Example, a column of adsorbent paper, a thin film of liquid supported on inert solid, a thin layer of adsorbent coated over a glass plate, etc. The principle of chromatographic separation is always adsorption or partition. Adsorption. Absorption of a constituent on the surface of the solid stationary phase. Partition. Distribution of a constituent in between two liquid stationary phase. Theory. The separation of different components takes place due to the differential migration of the components, which in turn depends on the relative affinity towards stationary and mobile phases. The component which is less strongly held by the stationary phase would tend to move faster in the mobile phase and vice versa. It has been found that closely related substances with almost same physical and chemical properties which cannot be separated from one another by ordinary means are separated by this method. Based on mechanism of separation can be classified as A. Adsorption chromatography. In the stationary phase is solid and the mobile phase is liquid or gas. The separation occurs due to the difference in absorption coefficient of the components. Partition chromatography. In this type, the stationary phase is a liquid supported on inert solid. The mobile phase is a liquid or gas. The separation is caused by partitioning of the component between stationary phase and mobile phase. Ion exchange chromatography. The stationary phase is an ion exchanger and the distribution of the components of the mixture is based on the ion exchange principle. This type of chromatography is applicable to ionic species. Based on the mobile phase, chromatography can be classified as liquid chromatography. The mobile phase is a liquid and stationary phase can be a solid or liquid supported on inert solid. Gas chromatography. The mobile phase is a gas and stationary phase be a solid or liquid supported on inert solid. This is a flow chart showing the different classification of chromatography. Adsorption chromatography. In adsorption chromatography, the stationary phase is a solid and the mobile phase may be a liquid or a gas. In this, the stationary phase is a solid and the mobile phase is a liquid. It is called liquid solid chromatography or LSC. Mobile phase is named first. When the mobile phase is a gas, it is called gas solid chromatography or GSC. When the solid stationary phase is taken as a column, it is known as column chromatography. When the solid adsorbent is used as a thin layer coated on a glass plate, it is called the thin layer chromatography or TLC. Partition chromatography. In partition chromatography, the stationary phase is a liquid held on an inert solid support and the mobile phase may be a liquid or gas. When the mobile phase is a liquid, it is called liquid-liquid chromatography or LLC. When the mobile phase is a gas, it is called gas-liquid chromatography or GLC. In partition chromatography, a column of inert solid can be used to retain the liquid film. This is called partition column chromatography. The conventional LLC has been improved into a modern efficient method called high performance pressure liquid chromatography or HPLC. Thank you.